What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. This is my second time recording this commentary, which sucks because I hate, doing like a 10-12 minute commentary and then finding out it's not usable. Basically, the wrong input was on the mic, and so like it was recording using like my webcam mic or something, which obviously does not sound as good as what you're listening to right now. And I take pride in my commentaries. I don't want to just put it out there just because I finished and I'm lazy or something. No, you know what? I want to make time to make sure my videos are actually good and worth watching. Okay, so hopefully, if that earns you a like, earns me a like and a subscription, please go ahead and do that in the comment section. Do that in the description down below. But today is going to be a pretty chilled, laid back video, because there is yet again no news to talk about in Modern Warfare 2. So let's just talk about how I feel about Modern Warfare 2. Breaking news, shocking to nobody, this game is boring. This game is not exciting. There is not much to do in this title. You know this, your favorite commentators know this, the news outlets now know this, but something interesting, Activision is not aware of this. Call of Duty, Infinity Ward, they don't know that their game sucks. They don't know that the player base is not happy with them, because for some reason they are basically putting their fingers in their ears and singing la 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 until the next Call of Duty game comes out. If you look at it, any number chart, right? I think everyone uses Steam just because it's easiest to accessible for the player count. But yeah, man, nobody is hopping back on to play this game. I think the Season 2 Reloaded, there was like a small increase, probably just because of Warzone, because of the new weapon. And after that, back to the same old, People are just not interested in this title. People are not excited to see what happens next, especially with those leaks we saw back from the Ghost of Hope or whatever, detailing how many maps and guns are coming to each season. Guys, it looks like 2 maps, maybe 3 per season. Dude, this game is already 8 maps short, and we're getting less than the agreed upon 4. Basically, we're supposed to be getting 4 DLC maps, in my opinion, per season. You can spread them out however you want per season. If it's 2 in the beginning, 2 at Reloaded or whatever, maybe 3 in the beginning, 1 Reloaded, however you want to split it. I think you need at least 4, 3 is kinda getting by. Maybe some seasons can have 3, but 2 maps in a season is downright ridiculous. Keep in mind that we paid full price for this game, expecting basically a live service model where we're supposed to be getting actual adequate content in every patch update, or at least in every season. Like I said, your favorite commentators, Blame Truth, Fooly, Thunder, 8 Thoughts, everybody basically, Nero, everybody's talking about how, subpar this title is, including me. I'm kind of, I don't know, I kind of ride the line between, sometimes good, sometimes bad. Obviously that doesn't grow my channel, because as much as someone who's always negative or always positive, because, kind of catering to both sides is not the best for the algorithms, not best for the fan base, because a lot of people are like, well, you know what, just pick a side, because you can't really please either side, right? The positive people are going to be like, hey, you're hating too much, and the haters are going to be like, why are you loving this game? You're a dick sucker or something. So obviously I can never win being in the middle, but that's just how I am. I'm not going to cater to one side. I'm going to be honest with you guys, If a certain playlist, if a certain idea that Infinity Ward is trying to run with is good, I'm gonna say it's good. I don't care. I'm not a dick sucker or whatever. I've made countless videos hating. And if something completely terrible happens, it kind of fits in line with my channel, just because Call of Duty is kind of boring, kind of bad nowadays. I'm not gonna apologize for saying it's negative or something. I'm just trying to speak the truth, and in my opinion, at that instance, that's the truth. That all these guys, the people I mentioned, Fooly, Thunder, 8 Thoughts, Blame Truth, all these people, you guys, these are known haters, right? These are known negative people. No offense to them or anything, but for the people who are not necessarily known haters, I'm talking Charlie Intel, I'm talking Exclusive Ace, Prestigious Key, these kind of people who either sit in the middle or are more so on the line of shilling for Call of Duty, at least in the past. A lot of these guys are actually turning on the franchise as well, and are basically saying that this game is not fun. If you look at a lot of tweets, if you look at Prestigious Keys videos, things like that, a lot of these dudes are basically saying that they are not having fun with this title. They are not enjoying what's coming and what we've gotten so far, and I can't blame them. Even if lying for views or whatever, lying for positivity gets you some amount of money, there's only so much of that you can do. And I'm not calling anyone out here, okay? I'm not saying, you know, certain people are lying or whatever. I think everyone's pretty much being honest at this point because we don't have much left. You know, there's not a whole lot of gas in the Call of Duty tank left. I'm aware of this. You know, if I want my channel to keep growing and succeed, I'm most likely going to have to switch to something else if I want that to happen. Now, quick side note here, a lot of people are saying, you know, in the comment sections, like, you know, if you hate the game, why you play it, all that stuff, why don't you play a new game? Your channel's probably going to do better if you play a new game, if you cover a new game. And to me, I just don't have time and energy to play a new game. I grew up with Call of Duty, and this is the game I want to play with. I've dabbled in Valorant, I've dabbled in Apex, you know, none of these games can keep me for very long. You know, a lot of people say these new games like Roblox and CSGO or what, Fortnite, whatever, you know, they're outdoing Call of Duty right now. And for the most part, I agree with them. You know, they 100% are. And if you're into that, good for you guys. You know, go play a fun game. Go play a game where the developers actually listen to you and actually care about your opinion. You know, I'm all for that. I'm just saying, for me personally, it's not for me. I'm not, I guess, interested enough to play those games. You know, I'm not excited enough to play those games, and so I won't be doing that. Free or not, paid or not, I'm just not down to do those things. I've given them chances and tries, and it's just not for me. Now, I want to take your attention to this tweet on screen. It's by Tom Syndicate. If you don't know who he is, he's kind of an OG in the Call of Duty franchise and Call of Duty like YouTube space. I think he's the guy who beat Wings of Redemption in that 1v1 on Bog like years ago. That was like a decade ago at this point. That was so long ago. You know, for all you OGs out there, you probably know what I'm talking about. That infamous 1v1 where Wings of Redemption rage quit. And it's kind of funny. I think White Boy was in there, or Woody's Gamertag, Keemstar, maybe like someone famous was in there back in the day. Anyway, he tweets out, "I'll be the one to say it how it is. Call of Duty, you used to be the head of the game. You were the go-to game for me in my childhood. At least back then you knew how to carry a game and a franchise. But now all you care about is money, not gameplay. You failed." As you can see, this tweet got 1.5 million views. Let's keep going. It's a three-parter. He says, "I'm playing Fortnite on my streams and having more fun. You are worth billions. It's embarrassing. There was so much you could have done, but you didn't. It's sad you chose the shareholders over the players." That's so true, honestly. And then he ends it by saying, "And more so, Treyarch, that's at you." He says, "Your lead developers in their fields left, and nothing you have done since then has been of substantial value. The custom mod community has added more value to the franchise than you have in the last 5 years. Oof, it's a joke. Pull your goddamn finger out." So essentially, I'm not quite sure why he's mad at Treyarch. I'm assuming it's because of like zombie stuff. Now, as you guys know, I don't care about zombies. No offense to zombies fans out there. I just can't be bothered to play that game. It's kind of like, it's like not even Call of Duty at that point to me. Like, I think it was cool in Cold War how you can get a camo that you can use in multiplayer in Warzone by playing zombies. I think that was like the only reason I would actually play Warzone, or not Warzone, but that's the only reason I would play zombies. Other than that, you know, me personally, I don't have a lot of interest in zombies, you know, shooting AI basically. Not my thing. Anyway, he is basically right here. I can't find anything wrong with what he said. He talks about how Call of Duty was like an icon in his childhood. It was an icon in all of our childhoods. You know, that whole golden era between Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2. Slight revival in Black Ops 3, World War 2, and even Black Ops 4 a little bit. You know, there was that slight revival, but nowadays we're in these like dark ages, this huge like sad era of Call of Duty where developers do whatever they want. They think they're better than us. They don't care about our opinion, making 6v6 maps the size of IKEA, you know, shoving no content into the game, shoving hella microtransactions into the game. Nickel and diming us. You know, when he says all you care about is money, not gameplay, it's so true in more ways than one, right? They don't care about the gameplay. They don't care if you stay on or not. Like, they have to for certain numbers. But like, so many things are just meaningless now. Lobby leaderboards, meaningless. Combat record, meaningless. KD, you can't even see it on the scoreboard when you pull it up. You know, microtransactions basically meaningless now. Certain camos are meaningless. I think there's gold in Damascus in this game. What was the point of grinding all those hours and like days worth of in-game time in Modern Warfare 2019 for Damascus? Well, you could just buy it right here in Modern Warfare 2 for $15, $16, whatever, however much it is. Like, what's the point? Is there nothing sacred of like worth anymore? Like, we're just supposed to just pay for camos. We're supposed to pay for operators. There's no way to earn in-game content. Not to mention in-game events. The St. Patrick's Day event, nothing. February, like Valentine's Day, nothing. Did we get a Christmas event? I don't even think we did, right? We got like, what, holiday shipment for like the millionth time? Like, it's just they don't care. You know, there's no excitement in the world of Call of Duty anymore. I don't know if they're trying to turn us to Warzone. I don't even want to go to Warzone. At this point, they're just turning us to other games. They're turning us to real life. Basically, they're saying shut down this game, go outside, touch grass, because Call of Duty is not worth playing anymore. I don't necessarily agree with the whole zombies take from or Treyarch take from him. I need to look more into it. From my perspective, he's 100% right, and I think it's basically hella sad how far Infinity Ward and Call of Duty has fallen. It's not a game for me anymore, and it's hard to play this game. It's hard to wake up every day and want to play this game. You know, if I'm not doing YouTube, and I even only upload like once a week at this point, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad where we're at. But anyway, I'm out of time, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace, peace, and peace.